Let's meditate. I stay in this little hut now for 6 days. Canadian left, German guy left, Argentina guy left, and 2 other Canadian guys left. So there are 4 of us left. American from Idaho, 1 from Chile, 1 from Argentina, and myself. It's raining lightly outside. I watched few videos this morning, and there are 2 of them actually. One was about the cyber attack getting serious. You have your brain, the other person has different brain. We want to go inside of the brain, what's going on for each, so that the problem can be surfaced and addressed. If you look at the whole, let's say if there are 2 nations, if I am the world, within myself are 2 entities, 2 egos, so to speak, to fight each other. But according to my mini company and the mini me idea, each entity, like a mini company or mini nation or mini me, lives because of the customer-supplier relationship. It can help each other, and the whole can be managed or led. If we look beyond the self of mini company, mini me, nation, and so forth, in any organization or looking at the brain, if you have certain mission, there are certain bottlenecks. That's the weakness of that entity, and you can address it by being in the state of Samadhi, to come up with the wisdom to address the bottleneck. Each mini company, mini me, each nation can do that. So if you got wider view for the whole human society, we can see many human species, A, B, C, X, Y, Z, from different continents or whatever. They live in their mini universe to make the most. And as they do, they also interact with each other. The bottom line is to go beyond the constraint of each mini universe, each ego. It is silo syndrome if we optimize only one's own interest but not relate to each other. I wrote a book about those and related to Kegon, interpenetration. Everything is connected to each other. The idea is if you pull up a piece of a net, that would affect the rest. We are ecosystem as a whole on this earth. So when we start to realize the bottleneck, if we can be wise enough, we'll find the solution. If this is done in each person, it's a state of Shila Samadhi Panya or CAPD, Check Act Plan Do. CAPD is more in the brain but can be connected to Shila Samadhi Panya, connecting to the heart, and continuously addressing what's needed, find the bottleneck, blockages. In my little world, I had the issue of the blockage of the mind, trying to get out of the pain and fighting so much. But I kept on sitting, and one day I thought, is it because I'm trying to get out of the pain? I have pain. So that's the moment of awakening, you may call enlightenment. I wasn't looking at me and the pain, but I was looking at the whole as if, and then study what's going on. And when I studied, paying attention to where is the pain, I got the idea. Things changed, and the bottleneck resolved. So such is the case of me as an individual to find the peace, addressing the bottleneck with the idea of the mini company. I say you can do the same. That's discussed in the second and the third books. So if it's a pain, we can look at the pain, look at from all angles, and by taking time, like Einstein said, he's not smart, but he can stay with the problem longer to come up with the insight. And I say that's the state of Samadhi he was. No mind, no self, and suddenly idea pops up. It may not, but stay long at the state of Samadhi. As humans, we may want to do that. Each person has his own bottleneck to resolve, but as a group we have the bottleneck to resolve. So let's find a way for each to do that. Shila Samadhi Panya and CAPD checkout plan do. But we can do in mini company, mini organization, each nation as a whole, so that we can be awakened as a human being. Such is the path I'm sharing. To make it happen. Possibly. If there's a pain, if there's a will, we can find the way. So let's work toward that for each and for mini groups and more. To me, that is following the nature's way. I found that the rain stopped, so I'll stop this. People start to wake up. We have a good day. May all beings be happy. If there's a will, there's a way.